What's going on, guys? So today I want to go over the contrast method to increase explosive power and overall force production going into whatever position that we need to that's going to be conducive for the fight game. So whether you're an MMA fighter or a boxer, this is going to be very important for you to do once you get closer to the fight. So when we do contrast sets, what we're trying to accomplish is maximal motor unit recruitment and muscle fiber firing. We're trying to take a immovable object, so we're going to work through isometrics. That's maximal force, right? So you look at it from a force velocity curve, higher isometrics or zero velocity is going to be maximal force that we can produce. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an overcoming isometric in a certain position that's going to help transfer over into the sport. Then right from there, we're going to go over into the other contrast set, which is going to be an explosive movement, whether it be a ballistic or a plyometric jump. We're going to make sure that we're increasing that velocity. So we're working on the motor unit recruitment, and we're taking those motor units and those muscle fibers that we recruited with the maximal isometric, and we're going to put that into the explosive power. All right? So this is what we're going to do. Today we're going to do two basic movements or protocols that you can use to help increase that explosive power. One's going to be for the lower body, and the other one's going to be for the upper body. Let's do this. We're going to do a staggered stance squat, and what the purpose of this is to increase force production in that horizontal fashion. What he's basically going to do is set himself up in a staggered position, just like he would do, he would go into, let's say, a blast double or some type of takedown, right? We're going to set ourselves up in that position. You can use a belt squat. Obviously, if you don't have a belt squat, you want to make sure that you're getting something that's going to cause resistance. So you can use a barbell, set up on pins, or you can have somebody holding the hips. And that's going to help with, again, creating that force through an isometric tension. Now we have a bunch of bands on top of there. The goal really, again, like I said, is to maximize force. So we're going to make sure that he's in that staggered position, right? We're going to let that lever go, and he's going to drive into those bands, and those bands are going to be very tight, right, and have high tension. So he's going to have to resist that tension and push through as much as he can for 3 seconds. So we are going to do 1 repetition on each leg for 3 seconds of an isometric. Once he's done with that, we're going to rack it. He's going to walk over to the turf. It's going to be about a 15-second wait, and then he's going to do a staggered stance broad jump. He's going to use the same leg that he did with the isometric pause. So again, you're working the same muscles and you're working the same force vector. Let's get into it. Ready? I'm going to give him added tension. 3, 2, 1, drive, 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 drive. 3, 2, 1, rest, split, switch sides, switch sides. Here we go, sit into it. Ready, go, drive, drive, drive. 3, 2, 1, good, good, good. So now what he's gonna do is do a counter movement with the same staggered stance. Counter movement, drops the arms, drops the hips, and then he's going to explode in a horizontal fashion. Let's do it. Good. Landing on 2 feet. All right. Other leg, we switch it up. Good, perfect. All right. So again, like I said, we utilize the same movement or the same reaction of the force that we needed to help with explosive power in that same vector of force. So now what he's gonna do is he's gonna do another set. We're gonna do 3 sets total of that. So he does 3 sets total, 1 rep each leg for 3-second isometric pauses on the force, and then he's gonna do 1 explosive jump on each leg for 3 sets. So now we're gonna move on to the upper body, and we're gonna use a landmine throw. Again, we're gonna do an isometric pause. So he's gonna press into my hands. Again, it's an isometric tension, so we're overcoming isometrics or concentric isometric. He's gonna do that for 3 seconds. Then right after that, he's gonna dip down in a counter movement and then throw, actually let go of the landmine. Make sure you have a partner there to catch the barbell, obviously, right? This is gonna be a form of ballistics. This is to help with that explosive power. Again, like I said, we're trying to maximize motor unit recruitment and muscle fiber firing. Again, when you're doing this, when you're maximally isometric contraction, you're working on greater force production, and then from there, we're working on that rate of force production. Let's do this. So I want him not too down, I want him like mid-range, so that elbow is almost at a 90-degree position, right? From there, I'm gonna take my hands, I'm gonna grab here. On my go, he's gonna press into it. 1, 2, 3, go. Drive, 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 down, hit it. Good. Okay, other side. And switch arms, we're gonna do the back arm. No matter southpaw, orthodox, we're still gonna change the angle. Again, I just want that back arm to shoot through. Ready? Drive, 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 drive. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hup. Good, relax, good. You're working on a force, high force, and then a high velocity. The goal again is to increase that motor unit recruitment, muscle fiber firing. We want to make sure that we have the greatest neural drive. We want to make sure that we have the ability to produce that power in these ranges. So if you're looking to get this inside of a program, or when you're doing this in camp, this is going to be very important when you're about 4 weeks out, when you're trying to increase that higher velocity, higher power threshold work. Also, you want to make sure that you have minimal rest, because again, when you're talking about a fight, they have to be able to produce that power for a long duration and also have minimal rest periods. This is going to be very important when you're talking about, a fight sequence where a guy needs to have that power for all 3, 5, 10, 12 rounds, whether you're boxing or MMA. Okay, I have more information on this in my mentorship program. You can check it out. The link will be down below. I have this set. All the protocols and programs are set inside the mentorship. So if you want to get involved in that, we have over 300 coaches in the mentorship from around the world. Check it out down below. Again, if you have any questions, Des, you got any?
If you guys aren't following, if you're not following the page or the YouTube, you're missing out. Smash the bell.
Oh, God. And make sure you follow him on Instagram, Des and Matey. If you have any questions, hit the comments. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell.